The aged have enemies until they die, and the unborn have enemies waiting for them. You're welcome to another episode. And here we're going to sign 58 of section 6 of chapter 17 of the Holy Quran. Sign 58 starts with, oh, sorry, I'll go straight away. I wanted to say this episode starts with sign 58, pardon me, and it begins with this. وَإِن مِّن قُرْيَةٍ إِلَّا نَحْنُ مُهْلِكُوهَا قَبْلَ يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ. I repeat it. وَإِن مِّن قُرْيَةٍ إِلَّا نَحْنُ مُهْلِكُوهَا قَبْلَ يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ. There is not a population, Kuriatin, there is not a population, Kuriatin population, but we shall destroy it, Muhlikuha, destroy it, Muhlikuha, before the day of judgment. Kabla Yomil Kiyamati. Aw Mu'azibuha Azaban Shadidan. Or punish it with a dreadful, or punish it with a dreadful chastisement. There is a commentary against chastisement. Or punish it with a dreadful chastisement. Azab shadidan. Kana zalika fil kitabil musturan. Kana zalika fil kitabi masturan. That is written. That zalika is written fi kitabin, in the eternal record, in the record, but eternal in brackets. Fil kitabi masturan. That's in record, in the record, masturan, in record or eternal record. Let's go to commentary 2244. Against chastisement. These verses are a commentary on the last clause of the last verse. The wrath of the Lord is something to take heed of. The godless thoughtlessly challenge God's wrath. But do they realize its nature? They don't, like Pharaoh. Like Pharaoh of old. Did they realize its nature? It's a question mark. Even the best of us must be moved with terror when we think of its consequences. Were it not for his abundant mercy. Full stop. Those who deny the hereafter fail to realize its terrible portents. Portents spelled Portents. It's terrible portents. Full stop. They ask for portents and miracles now. But do they realize that their coming means destruction and misery to those who reject God, who reject faith? Their coming referring to portents. The portents and miracles. Do they resemble? Do they? Where is it? But do they realize that their coming, the coming of portents and miracles, means destruction and misery to those who reject faith? It's a question mark. They will come soon enough. Soon, it has been explained before. We see it as far now. In the hereafter, we see it as soon, because the world from beginning to end of man is nothing but very little, Kalilan. Okay. They will come soon enough. The whole world will be convulsed before the day of judgment. Nothing will be left. Mm. The part of the wise is to prepare for it. So the wise prepare for it by praying regularly to God and continuously asking for His mercy and forgiveness. It's part of praying, it's part of preparing for the dreadful day. And that is commentary 2244 to sign 58. We now go to sign 59. And what does it say? Wama mana'ana an nus wama mana'ana in an nursila bil ayati illa an kazaba biha al aw al awaluna illa an kazaba biha al awaluna awaluna former generations, our Luna, former generation. And we refrain from sending the signs only because the men of former generations, our Luna, treated them as false. And Kazaba Biha treated them as false. Uh, and there is commentary to that, treating as false. Uh, uh, where is it? Al Awaluna. Wa ataina tamuda annakata. Wa ataina tamuda annakata mubsiratan. Annakatan mubsiratan. To the Talmud, dash, a visible sign. Ta nakata, mabsuran, visible sign. Nakata, sign, mabsuran, visible. Fazalamu biha, but they treated her wrongly. The nakat and the sign, they treated her wrongly. Fazalamu biha. Wama nuzillu bil ayatin illa tahwig fan. We only sent the signs by way of frightening. We only send the signs by way of frightening, into brackets, and warning from evil. So God only sends signs to frighten us and to warn us from evil, or to warn us about evil, if you like. Wama nuzal, wama nursila. I read it wrongly. Wama nursilu bi ayatin. Wama nursilu bil ayatin illa tahwilan. Wama nursilu bil ayati illa tahwifan. We only sent the signs by way of frightening, into brackets, and warning from them. Commentary 2247. No, 2245, 2246, and 2247. There are three in one. Three commentaries in one. Let's go to 45. past generations, al-awalina. Where is it? Al-awalina, past generations treated signs and portents with contempt or rebellion. The past generation treated signs and portents with contempt and rebellion and brought about their own undoing. Full stop. It's only God's mercy that gives them grace for a time, Ajulu Musama, and prevents the coming of those portents and punishment which would overwhelm them if they were put to their trial at once. An example is Pharaoh. God could have punished him outright without him even challenging God, calling himself God. But God deliberately left him mm, for some time. Okay. Then to if they were put to their trial at once, that's 2245. We go to 2246. 2246 is against it's against the she camel, Nakata. Nakata, she camel, 2246. An example is cited from the story of Talmud, full stop. A wonderful she camel, full stop. A wonderful she camel was sent among them as a portent and a symbol, full stop. In their wickedness, they hamstrung her, full stop. So instead of her reclaiming them, she was a cause of their destruction. Instead of her, the she camel, reclaiming them, she was, the she camel, she was a cause of their destruction, comma, as their sin and rebellion were laid bare, full stop. For the story of the she camel and the references to the passages in which she is mentioned, see note 1044 to sign VII, to chapter VII 74, that's chapter 7, sign 73 rather, to chapter VII, sign 73. Now we go to 2247 for the same sign, which is 59. 2247 is against what? Cursed. No. 57 is against frightening and warning from evil. 2247. Signs, comma, miracles, comma, and portents are sent by God as a warning to strike terror into the hearts of evildoers, and reclaim them to the right path. So it just frightens you so you can move away from danger. But of course, you don't move away, you can let danger swallow you. To reclaim them to the right path, full stop. I have discussed fear as a motive for reclaiming certain kinds of hard hearts, comma, in my note, in my note 82 to chapter 2, sign 40, sign 74. Viewers can go back there. It's in my videos. In my notes, in my note 82, to chapter 2, sign 74. But some hearts are so hard that even this motive does not work. Full stop. As they have a limited free will given by God, they are to that extent free to choose. Full stop. But when they actually choose evil, God in his infinite mercy delays their punishment, and removes the occasion for their immediate self-destruction by withholding the signs which might make them transgress all the more and compass their total destruction. And that's the third comment to sign 59. Now we go to sign 60. We go to sign 60. What is kulna laka inna rabbuka ahata bin nas. Kul is kul. Sorry, no, it's not kul. What is kulna laka inna rabaka ahati bin nas. Behold, is we told thee, kulna laka, that thy Lord doeth encompass mankind round about, encompass mankind round about. Inna rabaka ahata bin nas. وجعلنا الرؤيا التي أريناك about we granted the vision which we showed thee. We granted the vision which we showed thee. وأريها no التي وجعلنا الرؤيا التي أريناك which we showed thee. Aruhia vision. We ja'alna aruhia. We granted the vision which we showed thee. Areinaka. Aruhia vision. وَأَشَّجَرَةً مَلْعُونَةً وَالشَّجَرَةَ الْمَلْعُونَةً في القرآن وَالشَّجَرَةً مَلْعُونَةً في القرآن which we showed thee, but as a trial for men, as also the cursed tree mentioned in the Quran, as also the cursed tree mentioned in the Quran. وَالشَّجَرَةَ الْمَلْعُونَةَ mentioned in the Quran, في القرآن, sorry, في القرآن, full stop. ونخوفهم فما يزيدهم إلا طغيانا كبيرا وما يزيدهم إلا طغيانا كبيرا. Mentioned in the Quran, we put fear and warning. We put fear and warning. وَنَحَوِيفُهُمْ فَمَا يزيد fear and warning. فَمَا يزيدهم إلا طغيانا كبيرا into them, but it only increased their inordinate transgression. It only increased their inordinate transgression. وَمَا يزيدهم إِلَّا طُغْيَانًا كَبِيرًا. Inordinate transgression. Transgression. طُغْيَانًا كَبِيرًا. Transgression. Inordinate transgression. طُغْيَانًا كَبِيرًا. Inordinate transgression. طُغْيَانًا كَبِيرًا. And that is sign 60. That is sign 60. It has also 3 commentaries in one: 2248, 2249, 2250. Let's go to 2248, which is against mankind, encompassing around mankind. 2248. The reference may be to IXXII. That's, I suppose, 72. The reference may be to 7228. Pardon me if that's not the case. Sorry, IXS rather. Sorry, IXS IXSII. Sign 28. Probably an earlier Meccan revelation. Probably an earlier Meccan or Maccan. Probably an earlier Maccan revelation. Or the Englishman would say Meccan revelation. Full stop. But the argument is independent of time. Full stop. Thus, this verse falls naturally into 3 divisions: warnings and portents. And signs, and warnings and portents and signs are sent. Warning and portents and signs are sent or not sent according to God's all-wise plan. I love that. Warnings, portents, and signs are sent or not sent according to God's all-wise plan of mercy and justice. This is in no wise inconsistent with the apparent freedom given to the wicked. Colon or semicolon, I don't know. I think it's colon. Because one, in any case, God is all round. God is all round all his creatures. God is all round all his creatures. And his delay as a sign of mercy in no way diminishes his power. Semicolon. 2. The visions of truth. The vision of truth vouchsafed, vouchsafed, vouchsafed as a sign of mercy, in no way, as, sorry, I missed the line. Mm. Two, the visions of truth vouchsafed to prophets of God are themselves signs by which they can warn the ungodly. Vouchsafed is spelled VOUCH. SAFED. Vouchsafed to prophets of God are themselves signs. Mm. Uh, as themselves as a sign of mercy, in no way diminishes his power. Two. Oh, I'm going back. Sorry. Okay, let me read it again. Two, the visions of truth that saved the prophets of God are themselves signs by which they can warn the ungodly. And three, sometimes it is more merciful to give them time by not immediately bringing the matter to judgment. So that is part of his God's mercy by giving time to wrongdoers. That's part of his mercy. And that is commentary 2248. We go to 2249, which is against the we show thee, which is against showing thee, we show thee. 2249. Mm. Some commentators take this as referring to the mirage, into brackets, XVII sign 1, XVII means 17. Mm. This very verse, sign 1, mm, into brackets, and others to other visions, and others to other visions, full stop. Such visions are miracles and become a stumbling block to unbelievers. It becomes a stumbling block to unbelievers, full stop. They are an encouragement. They are an encouragement to men of faith. Thus, they are a trial for men in general. Mm. So, while such visions become a stumbling block for the unbelievers, they are an encouragement to men of faith. They are a trial for men. We go to 2250. Mm. Uh, it's against the cursed tree. It's against the cursed tree, Zakun. Mm. Okay. The tree, Zakun, a bitter and pungent tree described as growing at the bottoms of hell, comma, a type of all that is disagreeable. That's that's a type of all that is disagreeable. Full stop. CXXXVII, and that's 37. Then we haven't gotten there yet. Science 20, science 62 to 65. Colon. Then XI, XLIV. I don't know if it's L or I. I think it's I. XLIV. I suppose that is 44 or so. Pardon me if I'm wrong. XLIV. Science 43 to 47. Column. And I or LVI. Capital IVI. Whether it's I or L, I don't know. IVL. And that, to me, to my understanding, is 56. Sign 42. Pardon me if I'm wrong. Uh, I or LVI Psalm 52. All three are surahs chronologically earlier than this surah, so they may be placed uh, far away from this surah ahead of this surah, or coming, they may be coming after this surah. They are nonetheless chronologically earlier than this surah. Full stop. The application of the name to a tree of the myrobalan, to a tree of the myrobalan kind, myrobalan kind in the region of Jericho is, comma, I think, of post-Quranic date. Myrobalan, myrobalan is spelled Myrobalan. Myrobalan, in case I don't pronounce it well. Mm. Named to a tree of the myrobalan kind in the region of Jericho is, I think, of post-Quranic date. And that is the third sign, 22, the third comment, 2250 to sign 60, to sign 60. And sign 60 brings us to the end of section 6 of chapter 17 of the Holy Quran. We therefore have to stop here and continue with section 7 in our next episode, which begins with 61. Section 7 begins with 61. Thank you very much. Ilalika Ibaba Urifwa. May God be with you all.